Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter World Iceborne live stream. We're back on the PC. I almost called it the computer. We're back on the PC. Weekend is over. It is Monday, and we're back to playing on the PC. So the Appreciation Festival is still active, and we're going to go in. This is the first time I've done the Appreciation Festival on PC. I'm probably going to unlock the Guild Palace weapons, since they're really a nice option on PC right now. So let's go ahead and do that today. In particular, we're probably going to be farming some arena coins so that we can afford to finish upgrading the Guild Palace weapons. Alright? I wonder if I can get this knocked out of the way right off the start. Oops. Hold on. Go to events. Oh, it's different on the PC. I didn't even think of it. Here he is. 50 Shades of White. Let me start this up. Here we are. Oh, excuse me, I'm back. It looks like the stream had been made private for some reason. I'm not sure why. YouTube must have done that internally. It's really annoying, actually, because I definitely would not have made the stream private. I was just wondering. There was nobody watching. I was like, what is going on here? Normally I have viewers. Yeah, so the stream was private. So weird. Let's go ahead and fight Barriot. We're gonna go have a meal first. How's it going, guys? You missed my, yeah, you missed the intro. I guess the live stream was private? So weird. I definitely did not set it up to be private. It must have just automatically done that. God, YouTube's terrible at that kind of stuff. Sometimes YouTube will like demonetize a video before it goes live as well. I have no clue why. It just does. It's like, you know what? You don't want to have this monetized. We're going to go ahead and turn monetization off, even though your settings are to have it on. Yeah, really weird stuff. There we go. Yeah, there wasn't a single viewer. I was like, that's not normal. How's it going, Niels Bowden? We're going to run over here. We'll just get this fight done one time, probably. And then we'll be ready for the arena coins, right? Alright, we'll go ahead and start beating them up. Oh, Shredded Bullet. Thank you very much, man. I'll update the snack fund. Oh, I gotta check the volume on my computer and everything. Two, three. Choop. You know, I got on my wife's gaming PC to play this, and I had left the game on from last time, and it froze her damn computer. I was like, why is Iceborne freezing her computer? So it was really disappointing. I had to do a hard reset on the computer. On her gaming PC. Break to arms, says Wellix. Let's do it. God damn it. Come on, let me up on the ledge. Ouch. Ouch. The moment I stood up. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I should have given this stream a funny, like, dodging the coronavirus or something like that. Homemade chicken and dumplings equals deliciousness. Homemade dumplings? I used to make chicken and dumpling soup with leftover, like, chicken carcass from, you know, you could buy, like, the whole baked chickens at the store. I used to do that. But then I kind of realized chicken and dumplings is just regular chicken soup, but with bread in it. And I kind of stopped at that point. I'm like, you know what? I don't like that. It's kind of gross. Actually, I had a girlfriend I would cook for, and she loved chicken dumpling, but she just loved bread. So it was, you know, and I think a lot of women actually like bread. Have you guys noticed that? Girls like French fries and they like bread. I think they like it more than guys do generally. PC, ew. Yeah, don't want to use random gear. I want to use what I have spent hours farming for. Alright, we'll go for the head. Oh, no we won't. Oh nice, he's knocked over yet. The meat stick hammer is OP against Bariat. I see, Bariats. Maybe we should pick up that meat stick too. One, two, three. Oh my god. They only like it, the fries are yours. I know, right? I gotta stop getting hit by the hip check. Whoa! Smokin' says, I want to join up with you. Well, I posted the session ID in Discord, and I posted it in the comment section here before I started. So you're certainly welcome to. There might still be room. I noticed the PC streams don't fill up quite as fast. Yeah, there's room. Did you see that? There's only like 5 people in so far, so you might make it in. Nice. I should have been doing that. Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. I thought I ruled it. I've been having a lot of troubles with my laptop too. My laptop, I think it's dying. I've been saying that for, oh my god, I've been saying that for a little while, that my laptop doesn't seem okay, but today it was pretty bad. It crashed and took like 10 minutes for it to load up, which doesn't seem okay at all. It's not the normal load up time. I don't know what it was doing, but it was doing something. Oh, that just disappeared as I went to go collect it. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh. Oh, I rolled the wrong way. It was supposed to roll to the right, not the back. That sucks. Bruh! Bruh! I just keep getting hit by everything. Nice job. Is Guild Palace Hammer better than Shar Ishbal the Hammer? It probably is. Okay. Come on. There we go. The meat stick hammer is the best hammer, says Dodogama. I want that meat stick hammer. Get him, boys. Oh, and he's down. I don't think we hit his head at all. Ouch. Can we KO him, maybe? No. He's got a lot of health. Oh, are you kidding me? How is the longsword user knocking me out of my hammer charge? It makes no sense. There we go. He's gone. Nice job, guys. How do I join in? I tried killing that Zenogre 3 times already. What? What's Zenogre? If I ever got a freaking coin to drop for me, I'm making the Guild Palace Charge Blade and Greatsword. Right, so let me ask you guys a question. I can't remember because it's been a few days since I did the appreciation festivals on the console. Which of the coins is it that we need to upgrade the Guild Palace weapons? I don't actually remember. I was going to figure out in the live stream. Maybe you guys could remind me. I remember it's not one of the easy coins, right? Oh, he got me. Well, maybe that was actually because I couldn't control my character anymore. Odogaron weapons are low attack, high affinity. They are nowhere near the meta. I use them sometimes because Odogaron is my favorite monster. Oh, did we only get 1 ticket? Don't we need 2? I think we need 2 fast tickets. Shoot. Well, it says we need a Hero King coin. Now let's look up how to get a Hero King coin real fast. I think we need... Why did it take me to Astera? God, I don't want to be in Astera. Oh, right, we got fast low screens. Let's just go... Not a... Yeah, I said that right. Yeah, Astera. We want Celiana. Hero King coins can be attained from Arena Quest 627 and Challenge Quest 1. Master Rank Expert Hunt to Ian Garuga. And farewell to the Frozen Quest, Volcana, and all the new event Challenge Quests. Okay. 6 to 7, huh? Sounds good. I better close all these. I don't need all these additional windows open. Alright, close all those extra tabs. Arena Quest 6. What? Something making? So let's see. Forge equipment. Weapons. Ooh, what should I make? What should I make? I can't decide. Maybe the... How about the Insect Glaive? You know, I haven't been doing a lot with Insect Glaive. So we do need 2 fast tickets. Let's get a second fast ticket then. Alright, so we're going to get a second fast ticket, and then we're going to head to the Gathering Hub, and we're going to start farming those arena coins. Here it is, 50 Shades of White. Nami is very easy. What? Well, boys, I gotta go do Arch-Tempered Zora. Oh, I'm sorry. Best fire bow and arrow. I went for Rathalos and use a charm to enhance the effect burn. Man, I still don't know, actually. I really ought to know the bow meta. That seems like important information. I haven't kept up with it because I just use heavy bowgun. So it's like, I don't really need any other ranged weapon. But it's worth knowing because some people really do like the bow and they don't use the heavy bowgun. I like the bow. I just is redundant for me. Can anyone help me with Quest 6? Nobody help him. Nobody help him at all. Let's go ahead and update the snack fund, by the way. Let's go ahead and update the snack fund. So first of all, we had Shred a Bullet. Thank you so much, Shred a Bullet. Thank you for that donation. And then there was a $1 donation later, but I think he was mostly just asking a question. For the Arch-Tempered Layered Armor, you need the Arch-Tempered Monster ticket, right? I believe you do, yes. I did not mean to dive evade. Alright, he's ready to be thrown into a wall, everyone. That was pointless. He moves so much at the beginning of this fight. Alright, so we're drawing him out into the middle of the battlefield, which is really annoying. I'm going to bring him back over here. This is where I'd find him if I was by myself, and it would go much faster. Whoa!
Arena Quest 06, 07 and Challenge 1 with Nami. The Nami fight has a decent charge blade for.
Oh, nice.
For fight, through the ISN available anymore.
Whoop! Which is... Oh... Alright, we went for the wing rather than the head. Just go ahead and heal. Oop. Yeah, we gotta get those arena coins. Oh, somebody tried to knock him into the ground. It didn't work. Please let this work. There we go. Oh man, that's not optimal. Oh, nice job. Nice job, nice job. Come on, man, we're all still stunned? God, that sucks. Alright, so that was good. Bruh! Oh my god, he's so annoying. Barriath is... Dude, Barriath is definitely one of the more annoying fights in this game. Can't even stand up. How's it going, Emma Clark? Fans like, back on PC, sad face. I keep trying to do PlayStation. PlayStation, you know, the first time we tried it, it had like this huge update. The second time we tried it is like, you can't play because you don't have PSN Network, but also you can't log in to buy more PSN Network. So it's just how it is. That was the opportunity to play PC, and we ended up playing Xbox again. So now it's I'm sorry, not PC, PlayStation 4. So now it's PC's turn again at this point. Tell PlayStation Network to work next time. Alright, I'll get back to this ledge. Economist returns, that's right. That works. I got a video commentary done. The tier list video. I ended up just going with the tier list from that website. I'm going to be giving that website a shout out and everything. I contacted the owner of the website to let him know. So that'll come out probably late tonight. The commentary is done. It's the editing that needs to be done next. I'll probably do the editing myself in this case because it's the first time of making this sort of video. So I'll have that out soon. It's a weapon class tier list, everyone. And then I saw the arena guide, the arena coin list. I feel like the information is too basic. I don't think there's a video in there to make, but I could be wrong on that. Maybe we should try to make it anyways. Maybe what you could do is, if you wanted to, you don't have to, but maybe what you could do is add more information to it. Because if it was simply here's which guide gives which coins, it'd be too small of a guide. There's not enough of a reason to make it. In my opinion. In my professional opinion. Wow, I'm a professional YouTuber. I know so much stuff about YouTubing. Step number 1, booty pics. Wow, was I really just out of the way of that? I was. That's cool. Is Guild Palace Heavy Bowgun any good? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to it. I took a break over the weekend. 1, 2. Wow, he got out of that really fast, actually. Yeah, jump. Dude, this guy moves way too much. Oh my god. Can anyone share a session ID? There's a session ID in the, always in the Discord. Oh, he's in trouble. Why y'all doing this? I'm gonna boot up my old Willy and play some Try because I can. What? Come on now. Oh, he's in trouble. Quick, everyone gather around the head. That was too early on the tail cut. We missed out on the knockdown from the, God, stop. Stop. It's just me and Metal Axe there. God, friendly fire in this game is so ridiculous. Isn't it fun when, like, you claw into the monster that way, but then they jump really far away, so you, like, go flying for a while? Oh, I'm still alive. Oh my god. How's this guy not captured? Oh, shock trap. He's gonna fall right out of that though. He's been in a shock trap already. Nice job, everyone. I knew he was close. I could just kind of feel it in my gut. PlayStation 4 stream will forever remain a dream. No more PS4. Like the Charge Blade video. What? Shut up, Wellick, it's coming. I can feel it. No more PS4. How to claw like that? You just push the claw button. Dodogama says, I sad. Chatswood says, I spent time last time trying to find someone to do the arena, and now GE is streaming, and I'm at work. Oh, I'm sorry. Man, Festival caught me away from home. I had to play it from my PS Vita. What? Playing Monster Hunter World on my Vita. Someone has repainted Bari into Sandberry at the good times. Are the guild weapons good? No. The guild weapons are all bad, I promise. Do not use the guild weapons unless you want bad weapons. Are the guild weapons good? Hella no. This guy doesn't even know that they're so bad. Insect glaive build? Hey guys, do you have an insect glaive build? Jason Smith says, doesn't another quest get you the coins? Yes. So we were just collecting enough fest tickets to pick up a Guild Palace weapon. Alright, confirm that. So which Guild Palace weapon would you guys like to see me build and upgrade? Go make Guild Palace light bowgun, you frick! Alright, sounds good. Do you have astral layered armor? Probably not. Not really too worried about the astral armor. Okay, so it looks like I can make 2 weapons. Here's the light bowgun. What else? Great sword. Heavy blowgun. What's the heavy bowgun again? Let's take a quick look at it. I don't think it was impressing me. I probably ought to do the sword and shield or the charge blade because I'm practicing those. Guild Palace Gunlance is the best on PC. Oh, okay. Great sword and gunlance. It's wide shelling 6 gunlance. Actually, that doesn't matter to me. I think that long shelling's better. Charge blade or hammer, insect blade, dual blade. I'm just reading your comments. So let's see, what do we have here for this Guild Palace rifle? Whoa, Corey, if you want to get down on some music. We could do that. Let's update the snack fund for Corey here. Corey Handcock. That's his real name. Corey in the house. The only thing I have to say, Corey, is I would do it at this point, but with the 30%, what happens is if you use Super Chat rather than Streamlabs to make a donation, Super Chat takes about 30% of that. So 30% of 15, we're about $5 short. If we had about $5 more, I think I'd do it. If you guys are making a donation, I always recommend Streamlabs because Streamlabs doesn't steal your money. The donation actually goes to me rather than to YouTube. Alright, I tell you guys what, I'm practicing the charge blade. We're going to make the Guild Palace charge blade. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, YouTube sneakily takes 30% of what you give in a super chat. It's a very rude of them not to mention that. And of course, it's no accident that they don't tell you that, because they'd prefer you didn't know. Alright, we're off to the Gathering Hub to play Arena. And I think in a lot of cases, that's not true. So let's take Andrew Yang's idea of giving everyone $1,000 per month. This is a popular idea because, unsurprisingly, people would love to have an extra $1,000 per month. The question is, when you give people $1,000, what do they actually end up doing with that money? Do they end up investing the money, or do they just kind of take the money and spend it on scratchers, tickets, and beer? The reality is they spend it on scratchers, tickets, and beer, which is why people stay chronically poor in the first place, because they're already spending their own money poorly. So giving somebody who's bad with money more money doesn't create more wealth. What it does is it takes money away from people who are good with wealth and gives it to somebody who's bad with wealth. And that's a much greater problem. So instead of telling people, oh man, we're just going to put money in your hands and that's going to fix all your problems, it might be better to have better education, better financial education in school, so that people don't just go to school thinking there's going to be a high-paying job at the end of it. People realize that money is created when really high levels of productivity are discovered, or some new product is discovered, or a new business comes out that defeats another business through competition. And competition means, you know, solving a problem that the other business didn't solve. So like when you take a look at Blockbuster is really iconic, right? When you take a look at Blockbuster, you could argue Netflix killed it. Or you could argue Netflix kind of killed itself. Because one of the reasons why people were so happy to move over to Netflix is because Blockbuster had like these insane late fees, right? Remember that? And Netflix, they got rid of it. They got rid of the late fees. So Netflix kind of solved a problem for people that Blockbuster was capable of solving itself, but it was, I don't know, like it didn't even realize maybe that this was a problem, or they just didn't care to fix it. You know, they couldn't find a way to stay profitable and fix that issue. So, but that's their fault. God, I couldn't get out of the, that sucks. Oh, and I'm KO'd, that sucks. Run! I'd agree with Yang if I was every working American 1,000 USD. What? Oh my god. In order to redistribute money, you first have to take it from someone else. The government doesn't earn its own money, it first gets it through taxes. Am I in business class right now? Says unknown. Education is being defunded state by state, and our culture doesn't really prioritize it. There's a fundamental problem there. Actually, I disagree. I think that I think that education should probably be re-examined to question how it adds value to people, because I feel like increasingly a lot of subjects that make you, quote, educated, that is like well-cultured, uh, is easily obtainable on the internet for free. You don't actually have to send your child off to a high school that you pay taxes for. And the hard skills, like knowing how to do something that's actually very valuable to the market, I think those should probably be the skills that are being focused on, but I suspect in a high school, those are not the priority. The priority might be something like social studies, or maybe history. These are things that you can learn just by opening a book right now. You never actually needed a teacher to teach you those things and to test you on those things. You can go learn them if you want to know them. So I think that a reprioritization of educational skills, like how to properly invest your money, how to properly open a business, how to compete with global exports. Like, how many classes are there on exporting goods across the world? I was lucky to know how to ship items internationally, but I learned that from my dad because he had a small business. It's kind of a big deal being able to sell products across the borders, because the way a country actually gets wealthy, a country gets wealthy when it exports goods. So if you have, let's say in America, I sell you I sell you a box of Oreos. No money was actually made in our country. You got the Oreos and I got some cash from you, so I'm a little wealthier, but our country is not wealthier, right? All that's happened is we've exchanged wealth amongst ourselves. So the way a country really gets wealthy is by exporting goods. They don't really teach you how to export goods in school, right? So you can go to school and you'll learn about the powerhouse of the cell, and you'll learn all these subjects that you don't really have any good big interests in, right? Like, I don't know, name a subject you're not interested in. I'm sure you would figure it out on your own. You'll probably be able to list something. So you learn all these unnecessary pieces of information in school, and you're tested on it, and you have to feel bad if you don't do well. But then it turns out you don't learn one of the most critical things for a country's children to know, and that's how to export goods to another country. Why should government fund education that not only is a massive dead end for the students, but advocated revolt and violence? Yeah, that's another thing. So it feels like increasingly there's a fight for control over schools by politicians so that they can teach children basically a particular political point of view. Think of Greta Thunberg, for example. I feel like this is going to be the new political battleground, is to pretty much to brainwash children as soon as possible. Teach children new radical ideas as fast as possible, and then you'll have them as voters for the rest of their lives. How's it going, Absalon? It's kind of like religion. How hard is it for people to leave their religion once they're in it? So if you were raised Christian or Islamic or Jewish or whatever, right? How hard is it for people to leave their religion when they've been trained as children to be in that religion? It's actually very hard for them to leave the religion. Politics is very similar to this. So if you can teach children to be political at a very young age, you'll secure their vote later. And I feel like politicians know this. So and teachers know this, especially teachers know this because they're on the actual ground. They actually know how children are. So we fight over what kind of classes you take in school. We fight, for example, Seattle trying to do the math is racist. We're going to do SJW subjects in math. That kind of stuff is a blatant attempt to brainwash children because they know it works. So it's really sad, actually. You control the population by restricting information. Shred a Bullet, he says, really curious on your thoughts on coronavirus. Well, first of all, thank you for the donation. And my thoughts on coronavirus is probably more people will die. And then in several months, could be like 3 to 4 months, some sort of cure will be found for the coronavirus. And then you won't hear about it anymore. Just like we don't hear about Ebola anymore. Ebola's pretty much taken care of as far as we know. For the time being, don't go to China, maybe. Don't go to that town in China. Greta was brainwashed and exploited by her own parents, says PsyOp. My point is how easily she is brainwashed, or how easily she's like... my point is that politics are very similar to a religion. I think that's my point. And children can be taught to believe in a political belief the way they can be taught to believe in a religious belief. They're too young to argue against you. They're just too young for that. And by the time they're old enough to be reasonable, they think that they are reasonable when they pretty much agree with the things that they were taught when they were children. Life is never that simple. It's always a lot more complicated. Sincere Hypocrite says the real world is a good red pill for people understanding how the world works. The problem is most students get a degree just so they end up working at McDonald's. Math is racist. Omega Law. That's a real thing, Marcelo. Look up Seattle, America. Seattle, Washington in America. There's a school trying to teach children that we have to teach social justice and math at the same time. They're the same subject. Druda says you don't have to leave any religion if you can think for yourself. You cannot teach people religion class and 1 hour later teach them how the universe works in astronomy or geography. The dumbing down of America. Well, yeah. Sal Cruz, how's it going, man? Zip Zip says certain quest. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. It's 2 hours and 11 minutes into the live stream. Usually we take a break at this point, and I go and stream some cards at this point. So I got a second YouTube channel. We open up Pokemon cards on the second channel. It's actually pretty remarkable. Sometimes we'll open like $1,000 of Pokemon cards in one live stream. So you guys are welcome to join and watch that. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Thanks for helping me unlock all those arena coins and the resources we need to make our paladin, guild palace weapons. Let's get a wave going. Gestures, wave. Yeah, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to set up the second stream, and I'll leave a link in the chat room when I'm done, and then I'll end this stream. Okay, so I'll be back in a minute. Alright, let's get the link to that live stream. Jump over here. Yeah, it was kind of, we were getting into some fun subjects there at the end of the stream, weren't we? I always end up doing that inevitably. We always end up talking about like economics or something. It's really fun. I don't think it's... Come on now. The stream's not popping up yet. I think it takes a minute before it pops up. Oh, here it is. Alright, so let me get this link. And I'll close this down. How many people died of the flu? 61,000. Here we go. I'm going to leave you guys a link to that other live stream. We'll be opening up some mail today. There's quite a lot of mail that showed up. So I'll be opening that up. Alright. Post that there. I'll go ahead and post it in the Discords as well. And we'll have a video out for Monster Hunter probably tonight where I talk about the weapon class tier list. Because that's a really fun subject. It's 30 people. Wow. 30 people in my other Discord server. Very different sized Discord servers. Got the small one and I got the really big one. 4,400 people in here. Holy. Alright. I'm going to thank you all for watching. And I'm going to head over to the other live stream now. Okay?